Hey guys, this is Gale, and this is a quick shotgun build for the repeaters that maximizes individual damage numbers. This is a build that is fun and flexible at the same time and still allows you to do solo speedruns in Heroics. For this build, you're going to opt for the parts that give you increased damage output as far as possible. The repeater parts are going to be as follows. Do note that I'm not maxed out on my repeaters since they stand only at 518 and not 550, but I'll still be able to do a speed run later pretty effectively. Anyway, you're going to want to take any barrel of your choice, but together with the full bore chamber, Captain's Grip, Lucky Magazine and Eclipse Prism. The Lucky Magazine was basically nerfed in the recent patch given the decrease to crit damage, but still works pretty well as the best in slot. Your armor pieces are as follows and the perks are on the right. Notice that with this setup, since the Rage Hunter cells are equipped on your helmet and gloves, you'll be able to swap in Ether Hunter for Rage Hunter as the situation calls for it. This is particularly since some behemoths such as Rift Stalker have more significant ether charged phases compared to enraged phases, so you can comfortably switch your loadout depending on the situation. It is also worth noting that repeaters by themselves deal no stagger damage whatsoever, so overpower cells do nothing for you unless you plan on using concussive grenades or are fighting in a team against behemoths like Embermane where staggered phases are more common. In these situations, you could probably use overpower in the relevant slots. I should talk a little about the changes to the Cunning cells. Following the recent patch, +6 Cunning by itself now gives an 8% DPS increase. With the Lucky Magazine, if we assume for simplicity that it gives a flat 10% chance to crit, then Cunning now gives an 11% DPS increase. This is still lower than the bonuses given by your attack speed cells. +6 Conduit gives a 25% attack speed buff and has a near 100% uptime with Aetheric Attunement and Full Bore Chamber. +6 Molten gives a near 20% attack speed buff at 100% uptime. Comparing Cunning and Rage Hunter, whether Rage Hunter is more viable depends on the length of your behemoth's enrage phase. In the Heroic Ragetail Gnasher clip at the end of this video, enrage took up 2/3 of the fight. This means on average, Rage Hunter was giving me a 27% damage increase, so Rage Hunter wins over Cunning as well. This will generally apply to builds where speedruns are the norm, which largely takes out Cunning as a viable cell, at least in this build. Now you might say you just want higher numbers, but these attack speed buffs also help the chance of Eclipse Prism proccing, and the likelier you are to maintain 5 or more orbs, the bigger your DPS increase anyway. So overall, the cells stand like this. The only armor piece that you may want to consider changing is your lantern, since Embermane's Rapture may fall into some playstyles better than the rest. A flat 30% increase in attack speed may be helpful, but with Aetheric Attunement, Drask Eye's Lantern Hole ability fits in pretty well for me and adds some decent damage every few seconds. And it is worth noting that your weapon special using the Full Bore Chamber likely benefits more from Drask Eye than Embermane's Rapture. The choice between these two lanterns is less obvious and is up to you and your playstyle. And that's all for this guide. Watch how it fares against the Heroic Ragetail Gnasher and notice that in this fight I get hit several times, so Predator did not actually have 100% uptime. Even though my repeaters are at 518, I still finished the fight in under 2 minutes, so there's plenty of time you can shave off using this build. Thank you for watching, do leave a like and subscribe if this guide helped, and I'll catch you in the next video.